The last thing I want to do is monkey this up. Let's see. Wait a minute. Wait for it. I'm just making a list, folks. What is a good monkey and a bad monkey? When you can say monkey.
Running to and fro, hard working at the mill, never fail in the mill, yet come a rotten bill. Too much
monkey business. Too much monkey business. Too much monkey business.
For me to be involved in.
I can't be involved in it.
Talking to me, trying to run me up a creek.
That's right, baby. Tell him, Chuck Berry. Too much monkey business. I'm sorry, folks. I'm trying not to monkey this up this morning. Now, that's a black guy singing about monkey business. I'm trying to figure out, all jokes aside, where I have to move the word monkey. I can't go around the office and say no more monkeying around, okay? And we no longer can have a barrel of monkeys around here. I'm just checking out. Now, there is the one that we have to take off the shelves. We can't sing this no more to the kids. You remember this when you sang to your kids when they were little? Let's see. What was this one? So,
5 little monkeys
jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head.
Mama called the doctor and the doctor
Just said,
no more.
monkeys jumping on the bed. Now, what if Ron DeSantis would have said, we can't have these monkeys just jumping around everywhere? I'm trying not to monkey this up, folks. One more. Just stay with me one more, because I'm making a list. You should be at home, too. Making a list. Wait a minute. What was that? I thought I heard a dog whistle. Did you hear a dog whistle? I thought I did. Because the Republican Party keeps sending out, because it's Donald Trump's Republican Party, this dog whistle of racism, calling all white people. It's like, yes, I'm serious. You know what I'm talking about. One more, and I promise we'll attempt to get serious on the show. Let's see, what is this one? No, not the monkeys. And these are white guys. Oh, man. Hey, we're the monkeys. Should I be doing this at 8:04 in the morning? And you wonder why Donald Trump calls the media the enemy of the people. The deep state media definitely is doing everything they can to forward racial division in this country. The deep state media is the reason we are not one nation. Not you, not me, not your skin color, not your religion, the deep state media. No more monkeying around. All right, folks, we're going to try not to monkey this up this morning. As soon as I attempt to put a show together and try to see what direction I'm going to go in, they switch it up on me. John McCain, is John McCain, is he still on tour? Isn't he leaving Arizona going to Washington, D.C. today? Now, let me say, I'm going to be all over the map. I think this is going to be one of those shows you better put the seatbelt on, because I cried. Is it wrong? I want to know from you. 706-889-9700, okay? 706-889-9700, chief@fetchernews.com. You can email me at FetcherNews, at FYNTV. I have received the messages telling me how disrespectful I have been of John McCain. How disrespectful I dissed John McCain. I dissed him. America. If you ever went to a tea party in your life, America, if you feel that during George W. Bush, the deep state president, yes, he was, don't tell me he wasn't, that put TARP in place, the economy collapsed. He gave King Henry Paulson $800 billion to bail out financial institutions. The deep state created all these problems so that we could live through the collapse, and then we could cheer as the government bailed us out. But anyhow, if you feel you are satisfied with that, and if during George W. Bush, don't forget, George W. Bush, right after that, Barack Hussein Obama, the Tea Party was created, okay? If you ever went to one Tea Party meeting just to see what it is, if you attended the million people in Washington, D.C., the Tea Party rally, whatever, John McCain said, this is what I think of you. And we dissed him. Really? Is it wrong that I actually shed a tear or got more emotional when Michael Corleone died in Godfather 3? Is it wrong that John McCain yesterday, now let me just say this, let's just put the picture's worth 1,000 words. Yes, Ron DeSantis said he didn't want Florida to monkey this up. They have gone nuts. Is that a squirrel reference? Nuts? I'm so cautious, my nerves are shot. I can say anything right now. But I tell you what, at 9 o'clock, you better get ready, because at 9 o'clock, I'm gonna bring it on. I'm just saying, like, bring it on. Bring it on. All right, let's say this. Picture's worth 1,000 words. Obama, McCain, put it up. Picture says Obama, McCain. Okay? Now, Barack Hussein Obama will eulogize John McCain. Okay, I don't know how this coincidence works. As my kids used to say when they're a little coinkadink. All right? I don't understand the coinkadink on this, okay? But John McCain dies, just saying, okay? Just in time. Lord, I'm going to get in so much damn trouble. He dies just in time for these primaries. He dies just in time for the racial campaign of Ron DeSantis. He dies just in time for the deep state media to attack and say Georgia may make history with the first black female governor in the nation. And then Florida, this Gilliam, I think his name is, Florida, stay with this picture, Florida may make history with the first black governor of Florida. Just in time for a racial campaign. Just in time. So John McCain could show us how you treat an African-American opponent. Oh, don't think I've lost my damn mind, because I haven't. I'm actually very sane today. Very sane. I listen to all of them. Oh, I listen to them. Now, I don't listen too much to the pundits at night, because I know they've got a direction. I like some of them, but I don't listen to the opinion shows. I don't care, Rachel Maddow saying. I like the morning side of these news networks, because the morning side is they're supposed to be giving you the news. You remember years ago, you got up, you brushed your teeth, brushed your hair, put on the deodorant, the clothes, got your stuff together, headed to the car so you could go to work. And all that time, there was the background of the quick news clips that were coming at you of the events of the day that you were hopefully trusting that they were telling you the truth. That's the news I like. Or the attempt to manipulate you. And yes, this morning from CNN and MSNBC, John McCain, as we honor him, showed us how, just in time for this racial divide over here, that the deep state media is creating, that you and I are not involved in, but they want you to believe it. John McCain comes along and shows us what it's like to treat the first African American candidate the right way to campaign against one. The right way. John McCain told that lady up there in Wisconsin, no, ma'am, you're wrong. This is a good man. He's a good man. Remember that? Just in time. Now, picture's worth 1,000 words. McCain is going to be eulogized by Obama here in the next 2 days. Just in time for 2018. I don't know. It's a coinkydink, all right? I'm sorry. Just in time. He's going to eulogize him. And Barack's going to get up there. I wonder if Barack will sing Amazing Grace. Remember in South Carolina, Barack flew in and drove up to that black church and just got up there and said, Amazing Grace. Remember that? Oh, we all remember that. I mean, that was just a moment. I mean, Aretha Franklin could not, no disrespect. No disrespect. I want to make sure. No disrespect. No disrespect to the Queen of Soul. Okay? Boom. All right? But nobody, remember, maybe he'll sing Amazing Grace at John McCain's funeral. Never know. Might step right up there. Get the white people going. Nothing like getting the white people moving. Anyhow, let's go to George Bush. Let's go Bush McCain. Okay, we got a Bush McCain there. Bush McCain, Bush will be eulogizing there. Deep state media will love that. So it's how a real Republican. Are you not catching on, damn it? I can't stand when we don't catch on. This is how a real Republican. The Republican Party we've lost. We long to recapture. Not me. I'm talking about the media that's swooning over a Republican Party. A Republican Party that used to capitulate to the media and kiss their ass while they smacked them around and put a Democrat in the White House. Where's that Republican Party that we've come to know and love? Well, we're going to have that Republican Party, George W., put the second one up, okay? All right. Now, we're going to go to civility. John McCain is speaking from the grave, civility. Now, put Obama and McCain up, okay? So we're going to have that Republican Party. Then we're going to have Obama and McCain. There you go. And guess who's not invited? Donald Trump. Put McCain and Trump up. I think I sent you one of them. I think I did. But you got a McCain-Trump picture. Trump-McCain is what it says. Put that up. There you go. Trump's not invited. Think about it, folks. Connect the dots. I mean, the Republican Party we would love. It was Joe Scarborough's. That was a time before Joe Scarborough and John Kasich and Jeff Flake and so many. And what's his name up there in Pennsylvania, okay? The congressman out there, okay? This was a time before little Bobby Corker. And this was a time when George W. Bush, those Republicans, it was their party. And then over here you have Obama, you have civility, you have diversity, you have the LGBT community. You have a time when the media felt they were unified. But then you are not invited. McCain said, you don't. Now, I'm the bad guy? Damn it, I'm the bad guy for not liking McCain. He didn't invite my ass to the meeting or to the funeral, right? I didn't get invited. I supported Trump. Bada bing, bada boom. What the hell? I didn't get to even get a funeral hello. So McCain says, no, you can't come. Now, here's where he really sticks his finger in the eye of you out there. Okay? Put up Sarah and John. This is from Hershey, Pennsylvania, a rally. Sarah and John. Okay, John got word, Sarah got word, don't show up. Sarah Palin, just put up another one. I think he sent you one or two or three of Sarah and Palin. You can just flip back and forth as I talk about them. Sarah and John, any of the three. Flip back and forth. Sarah was told, don't show up. Sarah Palin is the only reason conservatives held their nose and went and voted for him. Sarah Palin is the only reason that America the conservatives went and voted for John McCain. And see, John McCain was supposed to bring in enough of the moderates. He was supposed to reach across the aisle and drag those people over. Sarah would get the white people. Sarah would get the gun toters. Sarah would get the hunters, the gun toters. The white people, the non-college educated, when they did that graph. John would get the white elite, the white moderate Republican. And then he would reach across the aisle. And that was the game plan. And as soon as that campaign was over, he threw Sarah Palin away and he threw you away at the same time. No, I'm not telling you this morning to go and be in love with Sarah Palin. I don't care. But let me tell you something. In 2010, taking back the House, anybody that disrespects what happened in the Tea Party and Sarah Palin candidates, okay, you could talk all day long about Donald Trump endorsements right now. But you better go back to 2010. 2010. So she, whether you want to admit it, whether you like it, was a kingmaker. You see, McCain was never a kingmaker. McCain was never president. Okay? McCain is purely and clearly deep state. Obama, George Bush, how the Republican, and watch the media as McCain is flown to D.C., how they swoon over when Bush talks and all the cameras go. And Donald and Bush, write this down right now, write it down right now, and Bush comes to the microphone. And he starts talking about all these things, and the media will do it like a golf tournament. George W. Bush, reminding us what the Republican Party used to be like. Unifying, trying to unify America as Donald Trump separates us. George W. Bush up there trying not to monkey it up. And then Obama gets up there. And actually, if they split back to inside the studio, you will see the news anchors or the people or whatever at the desk, a CNN and all of them, with tissues tapping the tears away from their eyes of the great orator, trying to unify this country against racism. Just telling you. I'm just telling you. I mean, tune in at 9 because I think I'm just going to light it up like I don't care. I'm going to say things like I don't care. Now, let me tell you what's happening here in the next couple minutes. It's 8:20 in the morning on the East Coast. I am your host. I think I just got started right off, didn't tell anybody anything. You're watching Good Morning from the Office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. I am your host, BKP. All right, before I go any further, put up, I'm going to try not to lose my temper, okay? Now, we have a lot of tweets from the president. We'll get into that right after our guest. We have a guest at the bottom of the hour. So we're going to give our guest the opportunity to tell you why this person wants you to vote for them in November. So we're going to do that. And then right after that, I'll get into the president's tweets. I'm trying not to lose my temper. That's not a joke. I really am. I'm trying not to lose my temper. Now, put up the picture I said Mike. Okay? I'm going to try not to lose my temper. Don't lose yours as of yet. Wait, folks, until after our guest. We're going to try to keep some composure here. I know you might hear a dog whistle out there. I understand. The guy in Florida, Gilliam, the candidate for governor there, he says it's turned from a dog whistle to Trump turned it into a bullhorn. The last time I noticed that someone with a bullhorn, it was Fat Al. That would be Fat Al Sharpton, okay? Not Fat Albert. Fat Al Sharpton and his bullhorn, all right? But Mike Barnacle on MSNBC just set my ears red this morning, okay? This needs to stop. The media is the enemy of the people. The media is clearly why clearly why we don't have a unified country. The media did everything. They came on this morning. I don't have time to go into each and every one. They came on this morning and they did everything at 8 o'clock to try to kick off. And yes, they said Georgia. They just threw Georgia in once or twice. They're tugging Georgia down to Florida. Black candidate, you better just pay attention. That's all there is to it. So they're tugging, and they said Georgia twice this morning here, but they did 25 minutes of don't monkey this up with Ron DeSantis and how racially we're divided in this country, which is their fault. This man here, quote, the Republican message. Quote, this man here, Mike Barnacle, and I do not know what the hell is a barnacle, but Mike Barnacle said, quote, he looked into the camera, and right there what you see is what I was looking at this morning about 6:18 a.m. right here in this office preparing for the show. He looked in the camera and he said, the Republican message is, look, you white people, your world is being taken from you. Be careful. Listen to me, because you are going to be swallowed up by a cultural tsunami. So follow us. We are the party of white people. Quote, unquote. We are the party of white people. Your world, white people, your world is being taken from you. Why was that necessary? We are going to have at the bottom of the hour, Brian Kemp, Republican candidate for governor of Georgia, is going to be with us at 8:30. We're going to be talking to him for 15 minutes this morning. Now, tomorrow morning, we will be at Sycamore Crossing. So right after these messages, we're getting ready to go to break. Republican candidate for governor, Brian Kemp, will be with us. Tomorrow morning, we will be in Blue Ridge, Sycamore Crossing, downtown Blue Ridge. We love our Friday show. And tomorrow morning, we will have the Ask the Doc with Dr. William Whaley. And then at 8:30, we will have the All-Star Political Panel. But at 9 o'clock, we'll have a special guest tomorrow. Put his picture up. Georgia House Speaker David Ralston will be with us. He'll be joining us for about a half hour tomorrow. He will be at Sycamore Crossing with us in Blue Ridge. So House Speaker David Ralston will join us at 9 o'clock in the morning, basically 9 to 9:30. And then after that, we will have Senior Living with North Georgia Senior Living with Jesse Barton from Cameron Hall. And then after that, our Pet of the Week. So big, really big shoe tomorrow there in Blue Ridge. And then we'll be traveling up. Amanda and I will be traveling up to Blairsville. Amanda, we've, it's a lot of work, and I'm going to say it is, but up there at Trash to Treasures at the Union County Farmers Market, we've just made a lot of nice friends, haven't we?
We have.
I mean, it's nice. We get out of the car and we start putting our stuff together. People now calling us by name and coming up and saying hello and stuff like that. We've made a lot of nice friends up there. It's becoming, to me, more fun than work. And I think Amanda and we're not telling you what it is, but we're on to something. We think tomorrow, in fact, no, we know tomorrow will be the best show of Trash to Treasures we've ever produced at 11:30, right?
It will.
We'll go with that. Okay, I'm your host, BKP. We're going to take a break, and on the other side of the break, Republican candidate for governor of Georgia, Brian Kemp, will be with us. Take us to break.